Hi everybody! I am off with live today, but I'm on my computer, so a little bit different. For some reason I can't go live on my phone, and I'm okay, got it. Alright, different things flashing at me because I'm live. I'm not used to this. So used to it being on the phone. Anyway, what are we looking at today? We are looking at, it's day 4 in the Taster series, and motivation and creating habits, because I know in your comments, if you have a look at those comments, there's a lot of you, obviously with different things, we want that more education, which you're going to get as well, but a lot of you find it hard to stick to something, to stay motivated, to find the time for your exercise, and all valid reasons. I won't call them excuses, all valid reasons. So don't make them out to be an excuse, because that messes with your mind as well. So they're just a reason. So what we've got to look at is the reasons behind that, and we can start to address those. Now, some of you may say, you know, it's okay for me. I enjoy exercise, which I do. I really love exercising, but I also love how I feel when I'm exercising. So I have, and I always have done. So for me, even when I used to run, it was always, it's never been a weight loss strategy for me, apart from one time in my life. It's a mental help for me, and I love feeling fit, and I love feeling strong and healthy. So that's my motivation and what encourages me. I'm also lucky. I love exercising outdoors. We're here in New Zealand. So again, lots of motivation. So that's what we've got to find for you guys. We've got to find your motivation. Be that your motivation is, let's look at this year. One goal. It's so hard. This year, we, here in New Zealand, different maybe in only a couple of other countries, we're kind of in this phase where we can't plan anything because we don't know what's going to happen. So we're not very much in control of outside things, but you are in control of yourself. And regardless of what happens, you can exercise every day. And the biggest thing I feel for everybody is to keep fit, healthy, and well this year. And we have those other goals. We've had studies released just recently by CNN suggesting, you know, the obesity risks with COVID, and how much being overweight can increase your chances of being in hospital, etc. We've known that for a long time, but it's just recently coming out in the media. So that's great for you to be able to tell friends and family. It's not just about this and this, but we also need to be taking control of our lifestyle and fitness and wellness for our kids. And that's, again, massive motivation for everybody, is to be able to keep up with their kids, to be able to stay healthy, to want to run after them on their bikes. They're only going to get faster, mums. You know, if you think they're fast now, when they're 2 and they're off there, they are going to get faster. All right, so we need to keep up with them. So again, let this be your motivation. Now, we're going to use each other over these next 2 weeks, week or so left on the Taster series, and throughout the No More Mummy Tummy Challenge, because it takes 3 weeks to build a habit. Habits which we need to build that we can maintain for a lifetime. Pregnancy exercise has always been about things we can maintain for years. It's never quick loss, fat loss, intense exercise day after day after day, things that you can't possibly manage over a longer period of time. Instead, we're moderation, eat in moderation, nothing is taken out. We can have a piece of chocolate, we can have alcohol, but it's all moderation, it's all balanced. Same with our exercise. It's not 2 hours every day, 4 or 5 days a week. It's exercise that we can maintain, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. We can do that. And the less busier you get with kids, it will go up from that 15, 20 minutes a day to 30 and to 40 minutes a day. It will happen. And it is easier with the time changes when you get those later early mornings, because we have more time to be able to go outside, which will feel safer also. So let's use the groups to help motivate one another. We want as many comments, tips, how you get out there, how you manage things with 2 or 3 kids, with 1 kid when you're having problems, when you're not really sleeping through the night. Where do you find your time? And what we need to do is, housework stuff will always get done. The dishwasher will always get empty. The washing machine will always be emptied. But your exercise doesn't always happen. So when I used to get that, you know, when you've got babies, whether you're breastfeeding, you kind of feed them first, sort the other kids out, get them off to school. That's when I used to pop off to work. But it's that time, that 30 minutes, when you start clearing up, doing the washing machine, doing everything else. You know, baby's settled on the floor. Don't. All right, get down. Then that's it. 15 minutes of you time there is actually a great place, because all that other stuff's going to get done. It's going to get done. It might not happen as soon as you like, but it will happen throughout the day. So that's a great time. Otherwise is when your husband comes in for work and he's keen to look after the kids. You go, right, I'm grabbing my 15 minutes if you've managed to prep the dinner. There's other things through the day. Remember when we used to go out we used to take the kids out somewhere, all in the car. I used to say, hey, you know what, drop me off 30 minutes, 40 minutes before, and I'd walk to that meeting point. That would be the only time that I'd get the exercise in. So there are ways we can do it, but it's very, very crucial that we give it these 3 weeks and we try our best. Some days are going to be hard. Some days I don't want to get out of bed. You know, I'm sleeping through the night, which is not like a lot of you guys. Let me see if I can get a better light on. The light's not good in here. Yeah, and some days I don't feel like exercising, but I know as soon as I start, I'm going to feel better. And I always say to myself, especially when I'm doing the online hard groups, the 30 minutes, it's only 30 minutes. That's why I tell myself, Lorraine, it's only 30 minutes. You're going to feel better after it, and you're doing it for somebody else. You're not just doing it for you, okay? So I'm doing it for you guys. I'm here for you guys. I'm making time for you guys. So we want a little bit in return, okay? Because that's what makes me feel good as well, knowing you guys are doing this and sticking with it. All right, so the more comments, the more help, etc. of the videos is going to help everybody else. I want you guys to do this. Let's make a difference. Let's make a change. It is a new year. We can control this. We can change ourselves. We can make new habits. All right, so everybody, let's do this. I will see you soon. We've got some more tips and tricks for diastasis and pelvic floor tomorrow. Bye, everybody.